Good evening. Tonight we will be discussing the process of rethinking your path in Magick, a journey of facing fears, letting go of old beliefs, and embracing the inner transformation that true spiritual practice requires. When we first step onto a magical path, whether Wicca, witchcraft, or any other modern pagan practice, it's easy to imagine that the road ahead will be smooth, exciting, and filled only with moments of mystical beauty. But the truth is, if you're doing it right, it won't be easy. And that's not a flaw in the practice. That's actually a part of the process. One of the first things you must understand about preparing for magic is that learned behaviors from your past won't just disappear overnight. Every belief, habit, and mental pattern you've built up over a lifetime, even the ones that no longer serve you, will try to hold on. At some point, you will encounter a breakdown of thoughts. You may feel your progress stall. You might even hit a wall where you wonder if any of this is worth the effort. That is the moment where many turn back. But if you can move through it, if you can face your fears and self-doubts head on, you will begin to unlock the deeper layers of your magic. None of the techniques in true spiritual practice are meant to harm you, but that doesn't mean they won't affect you. They will. Meditation, ritual, spell work, all of it will begin to shift your perspective. Sometimes it will feel strange or even unsettling, not because it's dangerous, but because it's pulling you out of your comfort zone. This process often involves clearing away old memories and outdated beliefs. You must be honest with yourself, completely honest, because you're letting go of outside influences and turning your focus inward. You're learning to center your energy within yourself, within your own body of energy. And here's something important. Experiences will differ from day to day. Some meditations will feel deep and powerful, others quiet or even uneventful. That's normal. That's healthy. Don't expect tomorrow to be like today. Every day of practice is its own unique experience, so treat it that way. As you grow, you'll begin breaking down old habits and patterns you've carried since childhood. You might believe that if you grew up in a home that practiced magic, you won't need to unlearn much. But that's not true. Even those raised in magical households carry beliefs, fears, or self-imposed limits that need to be examined. Most of us wrestle with fear, self-doubt, and hidden self-limiting beliefs. Some of these are buried so deeply we don't even realize they're there. You don't have to drag them all into the light at once. The practices you engage in, meditation, ritual, and spell work, will bring them up in their own time. One of the most difficult parts of this journey is facing the emotions that surface during meditation. You may find grief, anger, shame, or even sadness rising to meet you. You may uncover memories you'd long forgotten, or truths you've been avoiding. This can be painful, yes, but also liberating. This is the heart of rethinking. Revisiting your old beliefs and asking, does this still serve the person I am becoming? Some will stay, many will go, and the answers might surprise you. So let go of what you need to let go of and keep what makes you better. Every person on a spiritual path must face their fears and doubts eventually. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're progressing, truly examining yourself, your motives, and your thoughts. This is a step towards spiritual maturity. Doing this willingly, rather than being forced into it by life's challenges, is even better. So, how do you actually practice this? Well, let's think about some practical things you can actually do. You might try journaling for self-discovery. This means you're basically keeping a magical journal or maybe a book of shadows section devoted entirely to your inner work. After meditation or ritual, you're going to write down the thoughts, memories, and emotions that arise. Over time, patterns will start to emerge. These patterns are the threads of belief that you may need to unravel. You might also want to do a little shadow work. This is the practice of exploring the parts of yourself you've hidden or denied. It's not always comfortable, but it's essential and vastly helpful. This can be done through guided prompts or through tarot spreads. It might be done through deep meditation that is focused on really difficult emotions. There are a lot of ways to do shadow work. You have to pick what you're most comfortable with. You might also try, for something a little easier, try daily mindfulness. Treat each day of practice as unique. Approach meditation and spell work or even simple grounding exercises without expectation. Let the experience be what it is, rather than trying to force it to feel like a good or a productive session. Just let it exist. And you might also try energy cleansing or centering. As you shed old beliefs, your energy field shifts. Support this process with cleansing rituals, maybe salt baths or smudging or sound cleansing, whatever works within your spiritual practice. And don't forget about centering exercises to keep you grounded. And then there are regular self-check-ins. Ask yourself, what do I believe today? And why do I believe it? Is this belief mine or did I inherit it? And does it serve me? The goal is not to erase everything, but to intentionally choose what you carry forward. Magic isn't just about spells and rituals, it's about transformation. If you skip the inner work, your outer work will lack depth. Every time you face fear, dismantle a false belief, or release an old wound, you create space for more authentic magic to flow into your life. The path of rethinking is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. You will revisit these questions many times over the course of your life, and each time your answers may shift. That's not a failure, that's growth. If you're feeling stuck or discouraged in your practice, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're standing at the threshold of transformation. The challenge before you is not an obstacle. It's the initiation into a deeper, more authentic magical life. So keep going. Keep questioning. Keep rethinking. The person you're becoming is worth the effort. Thank you for joining us this week. What beliefs have you found yourself letting go of since beginning your magical journey? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. Blessed be.